Hey, welcome to the Braless bios. As you know, we are taking off the bra. We're giving you the tea on me. And yes, I wear a bonnet too. This is part 6. Dark and ugly. Now, you just found out in part 5 how I found out I was black and some of my experiences. However, what I experienced from some people who looked similar to me, and I'm losing a lot of sunlight here. Hopefully you can still see me. So I found out I was black, but then what started to be revealed to me is that apparently I wasn't just black, but I was dark, and that equated to being ugly. Oh goodness, it is a miracle that I can talk to you today about this, seriously, because it's so to me, the ugly thing really stuck. Of course, I had experienced those other things, but the ugliness really stuck. And so I will say it was in middle school through some of my brothers and sisters, you know what I mean? People who look like me, who started to let me know that I was dark. Now, I had never heard that before. Like, I don't think I had heard someone say, like, your dark skin. I know you're like, what did your grandparents tell you? Well, they told me a lot, but that wasn't included in that. And so I remember in middle school, just getting into middle school. So that was like 5th grade. So I want you to imagine I'm about 10. I'm about 10 years old. I remember there was this group of older black kids that we went to middle school with, and some of you can share this because they'll know who they are, because there was only a few of us at South Orangetown Middle School. Yeah, I'm going to call out the school. The school has nothing to do with it, but it was only a few of us there. And I remember on the bus in the afternoon, like I must have had it's a wonder like I didn't have ulcers. Like, because even thinking about the stress, like what will I hear today? Blackie, Blackula, spook, black. I'm black. Oh, you touched me. Oh, she touched me. My shirt is black. This is coming from people who looked exactly like me. And then the spook. Oh, you're ugly. The spook, ugly. I mean, I will tell you, this won't take a long time, but I'll tell you that middle school was like, even though I had some good times, I think that it was equally as rough. Like, I know why people, like people getting bullied, like why people may have thoughts about hurting themselves or hurting others. Because if you picture yourself as powerless and not having agency to say stop. I mean, I would say stop, but I wasn't coming back with like that kind of thing wasn't in me to come back with that. Like, those were not names that I really had heard. So, like, I would say back to them, but it didn't carry as much weight. And this was coming from 13 and 14-year-olds. So when you're 10, that ish is like 14-year-old with a 10-year-old. And you're on the same bus together. You're confined in the same space. It was awful. So I will tell you that stuff stuck. That I was dark and ugly. And I operated like that into adulthood. And because, and I'll just say this, that I thought of myself as being dark and ugly. Oh, and then it was things like this. I remember a friend telling me, oh, my grandmother said you're cute for a dark-skinned girl. Ish like that. So I accepted and received and identified with the label of being dark and ugly. And also because I saw myself in this, especially this ugly light, I also felt, and I know, please don't come for me for this, but I'm going to say this, that I could only be with guys who were unattractive. Now, Beauty is in the eye of the beholder. However, when I say unattractive, I'm talking about to my eyes. So it's like you think a person is really unattractive, but you're like, well, that's all I can get because that's what I am. And I never consciously said that. But in retrospect, looking as a, woman now in my 50s, I know that that's what it was. I looked at myself as being ugly. So that's who I'm going to get, right? So that is going to lead us to the next one is going to sound... that's going to lead us to part 7. This is the end of part 6. Part 7 is going to be sounding super judgy. Sorry. See you there.